a new Pochette accessoire from Louis Vuitton. What is the difference between the new versus the old one? Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I am checking out the Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire and comparing the old version versus the new version that just came out in 2023. Now, before I get started in this video, if you like the content on the channel, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. That will really help a lot. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. So for all the Louis Vuitton lovers out there, we know that the Pochette accessoire has just been skyrocketing in terms of the prices with each incremental price increase over the last few years. Currently, it's priced at $1,290 Canadian for this small SLG. And that price has just gone quite a bit since it was first released. So there is a new Pochette accessoire that is coming out in 2023. So for this video, I want to go over what is the difference between the two, how to decide between the two for pros and cons, and ultimately go over, is it worth it? If you have a choice between the old versus the new version for the Pochette accessoire, which one would you choose? Now here, as you can see, this is still available, and that is the old traditional Pochette accessoire that is available on the Canadian website and also on the US website as well. I'm actually going to go over a difference between the two, but to start off with the older version, I feel like this is a great all-arounder to kind of bring around and slip into larger bags to hold all your essentials. We know the monogram canvas is super durable, and the size is just big enough for an iPhone, a wallet, a pair of sunglasses, and lipstick, which is really all I need, I would say, and I can leave my big bag behind. So what is the difference between the newer version versus the older version? So here is the newer version of the Pochette accessoire. Right away, you're seeing some very obvious differences. I'm actually quite surprised that LV has decided to keep the zip tail on the new one. I'm not really sure why that is. I feel like once this new bag officially comes out, the secondhand market price is just gonna go up for the older version. This is just all my guess, but I think they probably wanted to do a new intro bag as opposed to the Alma or the Speedy. So this is like a new entry price that they're aiming for their clients, and they're just slowly going up in price. So they're pushing it up to be a more standalone bag as opposed to anything like bag within a bag, as previously it was intended, because this is like a handbag now. It's considered a handbag instead of an SLG. That is what it was originally classified as for Louis Vuitton. It's not something that I think surprising for a lot of Louis Vuitton fans out there. I think there's gonna be hard to find anything under $1,000 for small leather goods coming up by the time they redesign all the items that they have available and just making it super expensive, kind of like the toiletry pouch from before. Okay, so let's go over the differences and the pros and cons for the new Pochette accessoire. So first of all, you're going to notice there is a new D-ring on the side of the bag under the vachetta, as you can see here under the tab, and that is for you to add the new chain strap that's also included in with this new version of the Pochette accessoire, which a lot of people absolutely love, and actually some people have been adding for their older version for Pochette accessoire anyways. And I actually love the gold chain. I think it really dressed it up to a next level. Next is regarding the zip pocket inside the bag. So the bag definitely has a little bit more organization compared to previously. It has a zip compartment that eliminates the need for a card holder or compact wallet. And I want to note that for the wallet on Chain Ivy, it just doesn't have that flat slip pocket behind its zipper compartment, and this one I think has that extra compartment, so that's really helpful for organization. So overall, Definitely better organization for this new pochette accessoire. Has inside like slots and pockets, and this addition makes it more functional and negates the need for bag organizers. So it does make sense to go for something like this if you're not carrying that much. The next thing I want to go over is the price. So the current price of the current pochette accessoire, as you can see here, is $1,290 for the monogram. If you look at the newer version right now, it's priced at $2,090. So that is a very significant difference. I think for some of our American friends, I think they mentioned the price is around $300 American. So in Canadian dollars, it's close to like $600 to $700 difference, which is wow. Like, I mean, this is just like really out of this world for me. So definitely, I think the current price is a lot better, even though like it doesn't come with a chain, but I feel like you can just pick up a chain from elsewhere, like dress up your purse and such. So I feel like the price is definitely a con for me in terms of picking up the latest pochette accessoire. I know that the older version doesn't have as much organization, but because the bag is so small, I don't know if I need that much organization, like additional zip pocket on the inside. My main concern, I think, with the newer version, however, is that with the newer version, it is the same size as the old version. And with the added organization inside, I'm just a little bit worried that it will fit less inside. Even though I would say that canvas is very flexible and it's easier for you to add more things into, like, let's say a big open compartment for the traditional pochette accessoire as opposed to the newer version. So what is the bottom line? I think a lot of people are really excited about this new updated version of pochette accessoire. If they were going to make a newer version, I would have liked to have seen it maybe 2 or 3 inches bigger so it can fit more stuff for that price. But it's definitely a less basic bag, I would say, and price wise just a little bit out there than I expected. And the price is kind of like a fleece, like a nicer fleece. I mean, if you look at the Louis Vuitton website, the multi pochette accessoire is $3,450, but you get like 2 bags and then also like a coin purse on top. But the pochette in the fleece is only $1,890, so it's actually a little bit more affordable. But of course, with the button envelope opening, it's probably not as easily accessible. But what do you think if you have a choice between a fleece pochette versus the newest pochette accessoire? Which one would you choose? Personally, I am actually still very excited about this new pochette accessoire, although there are just like some minor upgrades. I am curious if they're going to come out with different canvases, because I would love to get one in demi-urbaine. Actually like the improvement they made in this newer version. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer the new pochette accessoire priced at $2,090 or the older one with less compartmentalization and also like no chain accessory, but definitely a more palatable price point of $1,290? Which one would you choose? And if, let's say, they were to produce it in different prints coming up, which I'm really hoping they will, which print would you like? Monogram canvas, maybe demi-urbaine or demi-urbaine? I would love to hear in the comments below. Well, that's it for the mommy review today on the new versus the old pochette accessoire. Thank you so much for joining me on this mommy review, and I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.